Over the last couple of weeks, the nation has sent around 1 million face masks to foreign Korean War veterans to help them stay strong in the COVID-19 pandemic. It's the nation's way of showing gratitude for their services. Kyung-eun spoke to some of the recipients.
3 years of war. Around 2 million soldiers from 22 allied nations fought in the Korean War for a country they've never been to or even heard about in some cases. 7 decades have passed, and these veterans are now on average 88 years old, meaning that they're in the high-risk group when it comes to COVID-19. To help them stay safe and hopefully healthy, in May, the South Korean government sent around 1 million face masks to veterans from all UN participant nations in the war.
It's a small gesture to show our eternal gratitude for the sacrifices and contribution made by all overseas Korean War veterans.
One of the destinations was France.
Our hearts were touched greatly by the South Korean government. I am truly grateful and will be for the rest of my life.
Other boxes to New Zealand.
I received them at the hands of the staff from the Consul General's office in Auckland and delivered them personally. But I must admit it was a big surprise.
And the campaign even prompted a heartfelt letter to the South Korean embassy in Thailand. It says, "My father has passed away, but we're thankful that you remember the bereaved families of the veterans, even though 70 years have passed. I hope both countries overcome COVID-19 together." In the U.S., even Native American veterans in the Navajo Nation received a mask, most of whom were code talkers using their native language. And it was also a proud journey for South Korean citizens who contributed to the campaign.
It makes me feel proud as a South Korean that we are now able to provide support to other countries from which we once received help from.
Despite memories fading over the past 70 years, the bond South Korea shares with the overseas veterans of the Korean War remains unbreakable. Kyung-eun, Arirang News.